Hello, C Squared Collective, and welcome on back. Today we are taking a brief pause from our QuickBooks New Interface series to focus on something equally important, end-of-year business tasks. Even during the busy holiday season, there are a few key tasks that every business owner should complete. In this video, we will walk through the essential renewals, tax reporting requirements, payroll updates, and practical tips to make your January, as well as your transition into tax season, much smoother. So grab your beverages. Today I am hanging out with a matcha and let's get into it. Since C Squared Accounting is based in Minnesota and most of our clients are located here, many of these notes may refer to Minnesota-specific requirements. However, much of this information is also applicable to businesses in other states. We've also included our handy-dandy free checklist in the description below, so don't get overwhelmed by the multitude of tasks that I'm listing off. Download the checklist, cross off any non-applicable tasks for your business, and work through the rest of them. If we've helped your company with any of these action items before, or you're interested in us taking care of them now, we are happy to jump in. Schedule a time with us on our website by heading on over to c2accounting.net and going over to the Get Connected page. Before we jump into our December tasks, just a super quick Minnesota reminder that the new Minnesota paid leave starts on January 1st, 2026, and employees must be notified regarding the changes by December 1st, 2025. Download and post the required paid leave poster, which is linked in the description below, in a break room or a visible location to all of your employees. Provide a written notice to each employee outlining what portion they will have deducted from their paychecks, and get a signed copy back from them to keep in their employee file. Reminder that S Corporation owners/employees are not exempt and will also need to have a signed employee notice on file. Let's start with the items that need attention before the year ends. First, renewal of your legal business name with the Secretary of State. End of year is a great time to check to see when your business name expires with your state. Some states are annually, while others have as long as 10 years. Minnesota expires at the end of the calendar year, so the majority of our clients renew annually. Some states require a fee for this, while other states are free as long as you renew before it expires. If you miss the deadline, reinstatement fees are much higher and you risk losing your name once it is inactive. So check your expiration date by entering your business name on the Secretary of State website, which is very easy to find with a quick Google search. We've included the Minnesota SOS link down below. Once you search your company name and locate it, click on the details and view information. You will need to log into your account to renew. If you're an S Corp owner/employee who receives personal tips, make sure those tips are fully entered through your payroll provider before December 31st. This ensures that your entire 2025 tip income is properly reported in your W-2 on box 1, 5, and 7. This step is especially important for 2025 because of the new One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which allows you to deduct up to $25,000 of tip income reported on your W-2. Accurately recording these tips through payroll ensures that you qualify for the deduction and don't pay income tax on those tips. If you're an S Corp owner and your business pays for your health insurance, these premiums must be reported correctly to your payroll provider. Be sure your payroll provider reports them on your W-2 in box 1, 16, and 14 for it to be a business deduction. If your business is a partnership or an S corporation, you can elect and pay pass-through entity or PTE tax for additional tax savings. This allows the business to pay your personal income tax as a deductible business expense. This is unique to each business, so please contact your tax accountant to see if this would benefit you. This isn't available in all states, so confirm whether or not yours is included. If you have employees, make sure to check your state's minimum wage updates. Many states implement new rates on January 1st, so it is essential to remain on top of any changes so that you can stay compliant. Also, now is a great time to check for any new state laws that impact payroll, such as the Minnesota paid leave I mentioned earlier. Best practice is to visit your state's Department of Labor website every December, as many changes begin January 1st, and also sign up for their email updates. If you are creating a new budget for next fiscal year, now is the best time to begin preparation, as year end and the holiday season gets very busy very fast. There are a few tasks that you need to do right at the end of the year, which means that on December 31st at the end of the workday, or on January 1st at the beginning of the workday. If these tasks are applicable to your business, make sure to schedule a reminder to complete them on that day specifically. Vehicle mileage. Record your vehicle's odometer reading if you track mileage for tax purposes. Inventory count. Complete a physical inventory count and report the total value to your tax accountant. And cash on hand. Count any petty cash to ensure that it matches your books. Once the new year begins, there are several tasks that should be completed to finalize the previous year and ensure that you remain compliant going forward. If you have paid any person, service provider, or landlord over $600 outside of payroll in 2025, then you will need to gather W-9s for each of them so that you can issue 1099s. It's best practice to request and receive a W-9 and certificate of insurance prior to paying any vendor. This makes worker comp audits and 1099 processing so much easier. We recommend using January to catch up on any missing W-9s from the previous year. 1099s are typically due around January 31st, depending on weekends. In 2026, they are due February 2nd. However, if you file electronically through QuickBooks, the deadline to submit the 1099s is January 28th, 2026 by 5 p.m. You're supposed to send a 1099 NEC to any contractors, accountants, and non-employee service providers, as well as send a 1099 MISC for attorneys, rent payments, medical payments, and direct sales. Most providers, including QuickBooks, now default to electronic filings. Make sure you have correct emails for each contractors. QuickBooks can also print and mail them for a fee, which we suspect will increase to $6 this year, although that is unconfirmed. You can also print and mail them yourself through QBO. If you need 1099 assistance, that is a service that we provide, so check out our website in the description below. Now let's talk about W-2 special reporting for health insurance. If you provide employer-sponsored healthcare, you may need to add the total annual cost in box 12DD on the W-2 for each applicable employee. This is not done automatically for small businesses through your payroll company. You will have to contact them directly to ensure that this is reported. W-2s are also due by January 31st or February 2nd in 2026. Make sure to carve time out to send these out. Many payroll providers now send them electronically, so confirming workforce login instructions with your employees if you use QBO Payroll can be helpful. QBO can also mail them out as needed, but in 2026, they will charge $6 per mailed W-2. We recommend either mailing them yourself or having employees switch to paperless. If you have not updated your settings in QBO to paperless, QBO will automatically mail W-2s for the $6 charge, so double check your settings by going to Settings, selecting Payroll Settings, as well as scrolling down to the W-2 settings, and make sure that these settings right here are correct. This is also a great time to verify employee emails, mailing addresses, or ask employees if they need to update their W-4s for the new year. Finally, update your New Year's unemployment rate with your payroll processor. These should be sent out in mail by early December, or you can typically look them up on your state unemployment website. Now, let's talk about wrapping up for the tax season. Make sure you have compiled all your needed receipts, recorded your transactions for the year, and answered any questions for your bookkeeper. We recommend avoiding the miscellaneous categories whenever possible, as it helps your tax accountant. Don't forget to reconcile everything, not just your main bank account. Double check loans, credit cards, and any other active accounts as well. Be sure to hand off all statements to your bookkeeper if they do not already have digital access. January and February tend to be extremely busy for bookkeepers and accountants. Schedule your January check-in call early and arrive prepared with all statements and questions answered. to make the process much, much smoother. If you would like assistance in getting all things wrapped up and ready for taxes, feel free to reach out to us. Taking care of all of these items and being prepared for the new year helps your business start strong and stay organized. If you need help with any of these items, we do offer these services. Check out our website for more information and click on Get Connected, or reach out to us directly at connect@c2accounting.net if you would like to book. As I mentioned, we also have that free checklist with all of these items available on our website. That link is in the top of the description, so please print your free end-of-year task checklist. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the other socials in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to keep learning so that you can stay rooted in wisdom and grow with care.